So Stuart Broad, another useful tail-end batsman, has come out. Andrew?
Yes, a little bit less likely now, but if England were to win this game, they'd be the second team to win chasing over 300, having been bowled out for under 100 in their first innings. The other one being the only instance in Test cricket where a team won after not being asked to follow on. In Durban in 1950, Australia, 75 all out in their first innings. South Africa went and batted again. 99 all out. Australia won by 5 wickets. Neil Harvey, 51 not out.
I think the Aussies out there are just saying to the umpire, can you just check that Ben Stokes didn't cross with Jofra Archer? Stuart Broad has gone down to the striking end of which is now the non-striking end, and I think they want to check because Stuart Broad should be on strike at the striking end, which is the opposite end to which Jofra Archer was out. And I think the Aussies have seen that. I'm sure they'll check it just to make sure. Yep, Stuart Broad's on strike to James Pattinson.
Yes,
well, see from Broad's smile, he was trying to get away with that one, wasn't he?
Well, when he hit it, just for a moment, it was hanging in the air there. But as soon as Harris got under it on the boundary out there, you thought he's going to be caught. And then there was the matter of the rope. But somehow he tiptoed through the tulips and ended up successfully, legally completing the catch.
Well, Stuart Broad's test average with the bat is 19. I think England would take that now. 3 slips. They spread out the Aussies. Slip cordon. They're a group of catchers that just spread the ground. England are quite narrow in the cordon. A short leg. 2 catches on the onside boundary. It's going to be short.
Pattinson runs into Broad. Broad short and wide outside the off stump, and he allows it to pass. So this is still a game for England to win with 73 runs required, and Stokes is there at the powerless at the moment at the other end, and yeah, just watching as Travis Head was on the boundary out there, just stepping over the boundary, threw it back, and Cummins was there to help him, but he didn't have to because he caught it himself as he popped back into the field of play. So his footwork was fancy and correct. Pattinson bowls, and he's beaten, gone right through him, LBW, plumb, and he's reviewing it. Well, that was the bluff from Pattinson. He pitched it right up, and he was back on his stumps. This would seem to be an optimistic review from Stuart Broad.
Well, he did it straight away. I just wonder if he's got an inside edge. It's the Yorker. He's expensing the bouncer. I just wonder if he's got an inside tickle. Certainly looks straight. If he's not hit it, I can't see how he's going to go on and miss the stumps.
No problem with the front foot. What's happening at the other end? This is what we want to see. He's forward to it. Has he got a little bit of bat on it?
Oh,
can you go to the ultra edge, please? Looks like the ball is going
unless
behind
it's hit the bottom of the bat, Jim. I mean, I think it's as out can be.
He must find a bottom edge to the bat.
Waiting for the ultra edge.
We're going through all the protocols here with umpire Damascena up in the lounge, watching and pressing the buttons. It was full, it was straight.
Okay.
Unless it's hit a bit of bat, you would think it's plumb. They're going for the forensics.
I can see
Did it touch the bat?
The ball, and can you move forward?
Didn't look like it.
No problem. Spike is coming. Yeah.
And it's hit him on the foot in front of the off stump. So I don't think there's any reprieve here for Stuart Broad.
Impacted line and wicket sitting.
Off stumps going out of the ground. The 9th wicket is down. The Australians are celebrating because they're on the verge of another Ashes victory here, and a rare one in England. It's 9 for 286. Broad out. Second ball for a duck.
Well, they're one away from retaining the Ashes, Australia. I just wonder if Stuart Broad just felt he got a bottom edge, but clearly went under the bat. Good bowling again, because Stuart Broad was expecting the bouncer, and that full straight one. Very difficult for the tail enders against this kind of attack on this kind of pitch now, under this amount of pressure. It really is down to the top order. You're just going back to that 67 all out, Jim. I mean, you don't win Test matches. You can have a bit of joy and you can have a bit of excitement over a period, but the history of Test match cricket tells you that chasing 360 odd, you get bowled out for under 100 in the first innings, you don't win many games.
Well, the scorebook, the stats of the game tell us that, because It's happened 3 times, and that was more than 120 years ago when the game was completely different to the one we're watching now, when low scores were par for the course. But
yeah, I mean, England have fought so hard in the second innings. I mean, just look at this innings from Ben Stokes, 61 not out. He's been out there over 4.5 hours.
But they had a chance today, didn't they?
They had
Coming
a chance.
out after lunch, they had a good chance.
If you go back to the first innings, why didn't they just show the discipline and the commitment and the courage and the hard work that they showed in the second innings? And they got 120, 130 even.
So Jack Leach has come out, left-hander, number 11, and Australia on the verge here of completing a significant win.
Yeah, and full credit to them today, because it's been a pitch where you wouldn't mind batting on it today. It's not done a great deal, but they just keep running in. Keep running in, bowling good areas, keep changing the lengths, bowl the odd short, sharp ball.
So Leach is either going to get the bouncer or the Yorker, you would reckon. Pattinson's on his way to Leach. Leach leaves the ball outside the off stump. A bit of bounce and pace, but he dropped his hands inside it.
73 needed for the last wicket. That's been done in Test cricket already this year. Kushal Pereira and Vishwa Fernando against South Africa in Durban added 78, which is also the world record in all first-class cricket.
Go on, Andrew.
For a winning 10th wicket
Go on, Andrew.
partnership.
Nice and positive. I like it.
Yeah.
I like your style.
Poor old Ben Stokes. He's down there at the non-strikers end. There's nothing he can do about this at the moment.
How many did Pereira get in that last wicket stand? Just trying to break it down for Stokes and Leach.
Smashed Stain, didn't he?
He did.
Pattinson charging into Leach. Leach gets a bouncing ball, which he gets, just fades inside as it goes away outside the off stump. So it's been a day of drama and of some promise for England when they got to lunch with just over 100 to get. But then Bairstow was caught at second slip and Butler was run out.
Someone's just downed a pint on the terrace. It always gets a big cheer, that one.
Pereira got 67 of those. Fernando 6 and a few extras.
Well, there you go, Jack Leach. All you need to do is get 6.
You've got to survive this over. That's going to be the hard job. Pattinson runs into Leach, and Leach is digging the ball out. He watched it well. They won't get the single because Leach is putting up his hand saying to Stokes, no, not now, as we've had 5 balls in the over. So 1 more to survive to give Stokes some hope of banging the ball around the place and creating a miracle. But 73 runs still needed. England went to lunch at 4 down for 238. So they've lost 5 wickets for 48 since then. 5 for 48. Australia trying to finish this off. Pattinson's got the ball and he's rushing into bowl, and he's bowling a ball that's defended square of the wicket on the offside. That's more like Mr. Night Watchman. He got well across and watched the ball carefully. The end of Pattinson's over. He picked up a wicket. Stokes is 61. England 9 for 286.
Oh, Ben Stokes now, he really do have to start. Just, I wouldn't say crash it to all parts, but he's got to really be smart here, and Australia will spread the field, particularly for the first 4 balls of the over. He put mid on the boundary, there's cow corner on the boundary, deep backwards square leg, cover point, cover on the boundary, mid off on the boundary.
What will Stokes do? What can he do?
Well, I think he's so, if he can push it for 2s and get back on strike for the first 4 balls, and then on the 5th ball hit a 6, and then on the 6th ball get a single. And I reckon it'll take him about 11 overs to win the game. Dead easy. It's so hard as that. I mean, well, it's very difficult to know what to do in this situation.
Yeah. He's got to have a crack somewhere at line, you would reckon.
Well, I think if it's in his arc, he'll probably try and play that lap slog into cow corner, into the Australian supporters. Get ready down there, you might get a catch.
Here we go. Lyon around the wicket. Stokes goes back and tries to cut. He misses it. Went through a little low. There are 2 catches behind him and Tim Payne. There's kind of extra cover. Then the rest are pretty much protecting the boundary in various places. Lyon comes up to bowl to Stokes, and Stokes plays the reverse sweep. And that must have gone close to bowling him. He goes.
Just look at him. He's just rubbing his right hip. I think he's got a bit of cramp or something in his right hip. He's trying to play the reverse sweep.
Just hit him on the back leg, pitching outside the line of the leg stump. Stokes is 61 lines bowling, and he's forward, just easing the ball away straight to extra cover. So that's 3 balls gone in the over. This will be an amazing manipulation of the strike to somehow engineer a last wicket partnership that wins the game. Lyon dropping them on the spot, bowls again, and he does swing, and he does hit the ball long and strong straight down the ground for 6. Terrific blow by Stokes. 67. He needs about 10 more of those.
Yeah, but it's exactly the right ball. It's a bit straighter, a bit fuller, a bit slower from Nathan Lyon.
Now this is the interesting part. Does Payne draw a few in to stop the single? What will Stokes do? Would he take one? Lyon bowls to Stokes. Stokes goes back and forces the ball away into the covers. He won't take the single that's half on offer towards cover. And there's now 1 ball to come in the over.
Well, surely Australia have got to bring the fielders in. I mean,
so does he go over the top here, or just try and find the strike?
He's got to try and farm the strike.
Yeah. The one savers are in, other than deep mid wicket.
Lyon will fire it wide into that rough.
9 for 292. Ben Stokes trying to get the strike as Nathan Lyon goes in around the wicket. He walks a long way across and finds a gap on the square leg area and collects a run and keeps the strike.
Yeah,
the crowd like that. The game continues.
Yeah, that's not great bowling, that, Jim.
No.
That's exactly the ball that Stokes wants. So just fire it as wide as you can outside off stump. All that field was up on the offside. Just bowls in 1 on length, nice and straight. Thank you very much. Just work it on the onside, keep the strike.
Too easy.
Yeah.
So it'll be Pattinson versus Stokes. So what's his tactics here? He's 68. They still need a lot. 9 for 293. This is a game that intrigues and tantalises you when you have a situation like this.
He's done something to that right hip, that right butt cheek, I think. Something's bothering Ben Stokes. I would think if it's in the slot, he'll try and put it into the terrace. Fancy dress section.
So we're going to have a slip, 2 slips, and the rest everywhere, except I suppose extra covers kind of saving 1. And in fact, Labuschagne's going to be moved from slip to a sort of wide leg slip, almost short fine leg. That's where he's heading now, down to fine leg. So there's Warner at slip. He's pouched 6 catches in this match. There's Pattinson down at the football stand end, and Ben Stokes thinking about what on earth he's going to do. Pattinson runs into him, and he swings well, and it's gone away out towards deep mid wicket, but he didn't get through the field.
Yeah, that's the area he likes.
Picked out Travis Head at deep mid wicket.
Yeah, I think he'll fancy that if the ball's in the slot, he will be able to time it and beat the fielders on the boundary. Such a fast outfield.
Yes, you'd still reckon you can bang a 4 here. He's got a long on, a deep mid wicket, a deep backward square, a fine leg, a third man, a deep backward point, a deep cover and a long off. But if he times 1, it'll go for 4. Pattinson goes to Stokes. Stokes flashes and misses. There's a sort of appeal from Warner, but not from Payne. That would be an anticlimax if he nicked one to the keeper. You want to go down blazing, wouldn't you? Couple of 6s, caught in the deep maybe.
Caught right on the ropes.
Well, he's made his mind up pretty much that he's got to try somehow to score.
Well, the thing is with pace, if they'd got any kind of bat on that, it'd have flown away. I mean, great chance that it would have gone up to the boundary.
Stokes is 68. England still need to score 66 to win. Pattinson's on his way, and Stokes swings into this and drives it out to deep cover. Doesn't want the single. He's annoyed there that he didn't place that. If he hits it across the square. It probably would have flown to the boundary, but he picked out Wade at deep cover. Now Leach is coming down to have a word or two.
Well, I think he's saying probably, when are we going to take the single?
Yeah.
You know, it's now the 4th ball. We just want a bit of an indicator.
Pattinson at the football end is on his way again. Where can Stokes place it? Nowhere. It's a wide. That is a wide. It's so wide outside the off stump. Pattinson saw the threat of Stokes about to cuff him somewhere and bowled very wide. So that's one less England need now. 65.
What an atmosphere we've had in here. I don't remember a test day starting at 11 o'clock with the ground already full. Don't get that too often, Jim. Usually about 12 o'clock it gets filled up, but today at 11 o'clock completely full.
Now he wants a new bat. Signalling to the English dressing room to take a new stick. Something's happened there, and he's having a chat with Tim Payne and David Warner.
I think the handle's gone.
Yeah. So today England have lost root early on. Caught bat pad. Warner had slipped. Superb catch from Lyon for 77. Then after lunch, just when things were brewing in the hope of England knocking these runs off, Bairstow caught by Labuschagne off Hazelwood for 36. Butler run out, direct hit from head, underarming to the bowler's end when it was a yes and a sorry go back. Didn't happen. Butler run out for 1. Wokes caught by Wade at mid-off, extra cover from Hazelwood for 1. Archer swung once too often and was caught by Head, who positioned himself well on the rope to take it and balance himself and complete the catch. And then Broad was palpably LBW to Pattinson for a duck. So he's got a new stick, and we've got still 3 more balls to come in this over. 9 for 294. The game lingers along here. Stokes in control, mainly. Pattinson trying to unseat him, runs in now. Bowls to Stokes, who chases a short ball. He wants 2 here. He's clipped it out square of the wicket, and he's running back for a second as Lyon throws on the bounce to the bowler's end, and it's gone through Pattinson and is backed up out there. Otherwise, there could have been a bonus 4 runs.
We've seen that before, Jim.
Yes. When Stokes is batting. 2 to Stokes.
Not quite that tense yet.
63 needed. Stokes is 70. This is like watching the early stages of Alan Border and Jeff Thompson in Melbourne all those years ago. What a partnership that was that almost grabbed the game. Pattinson it is, who runs in towards Stokes. He walks across, he swings off the edge. It's gone in the air. Harris comes around, collects it on the bounce and flings it back as they take the single. Well, that was an edge, but it turned out to be a well-placed edge. 9 for 297.
Well, Jack Leach has got 1 ball to survive. And he survived this 1 ball.
Border and Thompson needed 74 on that occasion and got 70 of them.
What was this, 73?
This is 73.
Right, well, there you are.
You never know, there'll be a big cheer if Jack Leach survives this ball, I know that.
We're loving the Sunday afternoon drama of Test cricket. Everything's still on the line. The job's not done yet for Australia, and England are hanging in. Absolutely hanging in here on this glowing day at Headingley. Sunday, ruddy Sunday. Pattinson then to try to get out Leach. Last ball of the over. Runs into Leach. Leach gets a bouncer, which he ducks. And Stokes has the bowling on 71. It's 9 for 297.
There was a game in the Sri Lanka game here in the World Cup that Stokes was left stranded at the end. What's that score? Chasing 230, 233, something like that. He started to crash the ball to all parts, got him close.
Well, Nathan Lyon's going to bowl again. And Stokes has got to try and measure off the right ball to whack for 4 or 6 and not hole out to this deep set field. So there are two behind Payne for the edge, and the rest are out everywhere on the boundary.
Just look
Stokes.
at just Marnus Labuschagne scores 154 runs in the game. Magnificent effort. That's the difference.
And Hazelwood's taken 9 wickets. Righto, here we go. What can Stokes do this time? Lyon is around the wicket to Stokes. He walks across and he has a fling. He's hit this ball down the ground. He could be caught. It's gone for 6. Hazelwood leapt to try and catch it. It cleared him. It went straight. I don't think he middled that, but he got enough on it to bring up the 300. England 9 for 303. 56 needed.
Well, 10 more of those. That'll do the trick. I mean, Lyon's tried to toss it up and get it a bit wider. And he's just clubbed it down the ground.
Lyon tries again to Stokes. Stokes walks across and he swings again, and it's going on the bounce out to long on. No run taken this time. It went very quickly to Pattinson. But Stokes is certainly living dangerously here. He may well hole out, but he's keeping us interested on 77. 56 needed. Lyon around the wicket to Stokes. Stokes, no, that's a wide. Must be very close to a wide.
It's not one-day cricket.
Well, it was only just inside that return crease, though.
My favourite song's being sung on the terrace, Jim. Don't take me home. Please don't take me home. I'm gonna stay here, drink all your beer.
Lyon comes up, bowls to Stokes. Stokes is beaten. Sort of half pushed at that. Payne took it, knocked off the bails. So we're now down to the interesting part of the over. 2 more balls to come. Deep field. Does he take one? He may as well.
Yeah, he has to. If he can just get off strike and allow Leach just that one delivery again.
Lyon goes to Stokes. He plays the reverse sweep, and he's played it. Colossal shot. He's hit it for 6. Over backward point, which is really backward square. Amazing stroke from Ben Stokes. Straight out of the World Cup manual. The reverse sweep into the Western Terrace for 6, and he's 83.
Well, saw Kevin Peterson play this years ago to Scott Styris in one-day cricket.
Wow.
I mean, what a strike that is. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Brilliant.
I hope it was caught in the terrace. Was it? Nah.
That was
Straight down.
brilliant. So now the field changes, trying to stop the single. England need another single here from Stokes. Can he get it? Lyon bowls to him and he's forward. He's pushing. He wants a quick run down towards him. Under the stumps. Hazelwood had a chuck at the stumps. Well run by Stokes. He's 84. He keeps the strike. England need 49. Is it possible now?
Well, you just never know. Another 8 overs of this, and it certainly is. Shoes off if you love Ben Stokes is the chant. 49. What an innings. 84 not out, 191 balls. Don't know how many minutes, Andrew?
To 87. 287, just under 5 hours.
Just 13 minutes short of 5 hours of batting. Extraordinary.
Well, can he be England's hero again? This is Stokes summer.
You just never know what's going to happen with this test team. They take you on a roller coaster, this lot.
84. England need 49 runs with 1 wicket in hand. Pattinson starts a new over, bowling to Stokes. Stokes swings and he gets an edge onto his pads. His head goes up to the heavens. Disappointed he didn't dispatch that ball. But it looks like he's going to continue to go down swinging. And there's a bit of calculation in this. And he's a bit sore after that miscue.
What's gone on here with James Pattinson? I'm not too sure what's gone on here.
He's going to go around the wicket. I think that's what he's indicating, but there's
something going on with his left foot.
Yeah. I don't know. What's he
Stokes has called for drinks. Jack Leach, casual. Jack Leach has only faced 5 balls. He's going to have a chat with Ben Stokes. Probably reminded me, don't worry, I got 92 the other week. I'm in good form.
So they've added 24 runs for this wicket. Stokes has scored all of them. A drink's coming out for Stokes. I'm not sure what Pattinson's up to. He seemed to be looking at his foot, his shoelace or something, a sprig missing, and the game's held up while we have this unscheduled drinks break. England 9 for 310. Don't go to sleep in Australia, for goodness sake. You can't possibly do that. The crowd's roaring. Ben Stokes is all over the finish of this game, as he's been a few times during the course of the season.
Yeah, I think Pattinson's boots have completely gone. He's got the 12th there. It's like Cameron Bancroft running out a couple of pairs of new shoes.
Bring out the farrier, re-shoe him.
Stokes has had the gel, those energy gels that you have. You get them when you're cycling. Put a bit of gel inside. He's got a bit more in the tank now, Jim. Like putting a bit of petrol in the car. He's ready to go.
So he's just had a pit stop here.
Bit of petrol in, bit of oil.
But here we are watching a game that certainly when Stuart Broad was out looked to be all over, but not yet. It's certainly not yet. Now nominations are open for our Brian Johnson champagne moment. That reverse sweep for 6 from Ben Stokes would have to be up there. The Warner diving catch had slipped today. Jofra Archer taking his first 5-wicket haul in test matches. Here we go. We're ready to roll once more. Pattinson running in towards Ben Stokes. Stokes swings at this, and he's going to get 2 runs for it perhaps, down to Khawaja. No, he won't get the second run this time.
Problems.
He took a while to get down to the other end, and he's pulled up short. He's sort of on his haunches at the other end, leaning over. Well, he's discomforted.
I think he thought it was 2, and that's why he's disappointed. I think he thought he'd hit it not quite hard enough and just a little bit wide enough to make sure they got back for 2. Certainly wasn't 2 available. That's why he's down, his head's down, his hands on his knees. Jack Leach can just stand still in that first innings. He moved over to the offside too much and exposed that leg stump. He can just stay still, play straight.
So here's another opportunity for Australia to finish this game off and thus retain the Ashes. But the crowd are going Burko here. 9 for 311. Around the wicket, it's Pattinson going to Leach. Leach edging, and the ball doesn't carry. Off the glove in front of Marnus Labuschagne at second slip.
He is producing that Steve Smith back and across movement. It's not going to be long before they fire in that leg stump Yorker.
Which is how he was out in the first innings.
His leg stump's exposed.
Yep. Well, that was the ball that removed Stuart Broad, full and straight.
What an atmosphere this is, Jim. They're all stood up on the terrace.
They're loving it. And they want Leach somehow to be defiant. He's just having a problem with his gloves, where he was hit on the glove that time, and he's gone to umpire Wilson to seek some help from him, and Stokes comes down. What's he going to do? Change his gloves? Get the physio out to look at his finger? He's waving to the dressing room, suggesting he wants a new glove because something's occurred there. But it looks like he's going, for the moment, to continue with a line of 3 slips and a leg slip. So Leach facing Pattinson, 9 for 311. Pattinson bowls and Leach fudges forward and runs it away defiantly on the offside into the gully. Lionfields, the crowd applaud.
2 balls.
Leach hangs about. Yes, 2 more to survive this over. Oh.
Glasses on Jack Leach. He's prodding the pitch. He's doing all the things that batsmen do. He's looking composed. No idea what he's like under that helmet.
48 needed by England. Stokes is half bent at the other end, looks exhausted. Pattinson runs in once more around the wicket. Leach forward, defending, keeps another ball out. I'm not sure how many more shots Stokes has got in his locker now. He seems to be a bit wounded at the other end, but he'll come up with something. He's 85, and it has been the most extraordinary performance from him to keep the match alive.
No, he's got plenty of shots. He just needs Jack Leach to get over this last ball. Surprised that Pattinson's not gone over the wicket and target that leg stump.
Well, there's been no discussion about what to do. The last ball of this over, 9 for 311. Pattinson goes in and Leach back defending, doing a good job. Played it down to Lyon in the gully. So Stokes will be facing, and who's going to be bowling? Has Lyon been relieved? Where are they going with the attack from this end? You'd think there'd be a change, and it looks like Cummins is into the attack. And Alistair Cook, he's there, chewed his fingernails like everyone else down to the quick watching this excitement.
Amazing cricket, amazing cricket. The crowd's fantastic. If I was Adam Manford now, I'd be calling on the Vaughan-Agnew partnership to do it home, call it home again twice. The World Cup final. And now can Stokes, can he do it?
Well, this has been a wonderful effort to get to this point. 9 for 286 after being 4 for 238 at lunch. And Australia are just getting a little bit edgy here about how they can finish this off. They're showing a fair bit of respect for the ability of Stokes to find the boundary. They've only got one slip, and everyone else, apart from the wicketkeeper and the bowler, on the boundary.
Yeah, the ability of Ben Stokes is that he can hit sixes and fours 360. So, you know, a lot of people back in the day who don't like this field of everyone on the boundary, but he's got so many boundary options. I don't know what other field you could have here in this situation. It says, well, he can't get him out unless he slogs one over the air. If he plays sensibly and controls his emotions and then hits the ball, maybe the fifth or sixth ball for 4 or 6, and Jack Leach is perfectly capable of hanging around.
So Cummins around the wicket to Stokes on 85, and he goes for 2 runs here. He's punched it for 1. He's darting back for 2, and he'll make it comfortably. Well run. He knocked the ball away on the onside, and Labuschagne tore in from the boundary, but that's what happens when you have a deep field. You can pick up 2s. 9 for 313. 46 needed. Stokes 87 not out.
Shows how clearly he's thinking. It's obvious from here. Suddenly now all the Australian fielders have just come in 5-10 metres from the boundary, trying to stop that too. I mean, it's brilliant batting from Ben Stokes.
The atmosphere is just special. The crowd going with every ball, and Stokes is not disappointing. He's on 87. Cummins around the wicket, runs into him. He walks across and tries to flick it around, rampant, as it were, down to fine leg, but he misses the ball completely. He's trying to get a bit inventive and also pick off the bowling for a couple if he can. Hitting the 4s, not so easy.
No, that's probably the only area he probably looked at and targeted. If I get it fine leg, is anywhere else I can't see a boundary. Everyone else on the boundary. Does he just block a couple and then get the field to come in and then try and hit a 4 or 6 or the 5th or 6th ball of the over?
Cummins bowls to him and he plays the ramp again. He does it well, perfectly, and it goes down to the boundary for 6. He's cleared the fine leg boundary with that ramp. England need 40. Yes, they only need 40 now. 9 for 319. Another master stroke from Stokes. He's 93.
Pat Cummins banging away, banging on that back of the length ball. Ben Stokes just got inside the line. The Joss Buttler-esque scoop where you don't go down on your knees, but I mean, how that goes to 6, I do not know.
2 extraordinary 6s he's hit in the last 10 minutes. Reverse sweep for 6 and then the ramp. Now Cummins goes back over the wicket. 40 runs needed. It's 9 for 319. Cummins runs in. He bowls to Stokes. Stokes knocks it around the corner. He wants 2 again. He's coming back
No.
to the second. This will be danger at the bowler's end, but they make it.
I think they threw the wrong end there. I think Ben Stokes slipped. Well, he definitely did slip. I think if they threw it at the keeper's end, he was in trouble. But he threw it at Jack Leach's end. He was comfortably in. How many balls to go? 2 to go on this over. Take the single, Ben Stokes. Take the single. Everyone out.
There's a bit of hesitation when Stokes took off, and yes, had the throw been flat and hard to Payne, I think he would have been short of his ground. So he's 95. It's Cummins running in to bowl to Stokes, and Stokes just thanks the bowler for dropping it there and knocks it away for a single down to backward point, and leaves Leach with 1 ball to survive. 9 for 322. England need 37 runs to win the game. This partnership now worth 36, and Leach has 1 to survive.
And the Jack Leach has got a 92. So he can hang around. He can bat. David Warner's run all the way to speak to Pat Cummins from first slip.
Just a bit of advice from Warner down there as Leach takes guard. He's going to bowl around the wicket from the look of it. So what's the plan here? Short, Yorker, aim at the leg stump because he gets a long way across. Where is he going to go with this delivery?
I think he's got to go full.
9 for 322. Leach has 1 ball to survive and gives Stokes the chance of not only making 100, but grabbing an extraordinary, miraculous victory for England if he can keep this going. Leach scratches out his guard again. The field moves about. 3 in the slips, a leg gully, a short leg. Cummins trying to get the killer blow in. Around the wicket, he runs up and bowls to Leach, and Leach goes back and plays it well. Down to mid-on.
I'm not sure Ben Stokes watches. He had his head down. He was no intention of backing up. I think he head down as soon as Jack Leach played that. He tapped the bat on the ground. As congratulations to Jack Leach as this partnership builds.
This is getting like Edgbaston in 2005, so Agus should come in to call the England victory.
I'm quite happy to stay here, Jimmy, doing a great job there. We'll share it around. We never know what's going to happen, do we, here? It really is. It's a fantastic finish. You go back, your mind goes back to all of those things along the way, through the game of opportunities and missed opportunities, dropped catches, and not to mention England's first innings. And Labuschagne, the way he played for Australia in both innings. Hazelwood's bowling. It's been a terrific test match, and the noise out there is incredible, and we're not finished yet. Hazelwood is coming on from that far end, is he? Down the shadows, was it Cummins? Yep. It's Hazelwood. Right, Stokes on 96 not out. Can you believe it? He started this morning on 2. Took him ages to score a run. There were 4 maidens to start the day. And now we have Hazelwood from the football stand end, bowling to Ben Stokes. Here he comes, he bowls and he's flogged that away into leg side. That should go for 4. The fielder down, they can't get it. And Ben Stokes has reached a truly remarkable 100. Absolutely incredible hitting. That ball was just short of a length, and he thrashed it through mid-wicket to reach his 8th Test century. And out there on the terraces, every single man, woman and child are on their feet, and even our friends the Australians down there, well done, they're on their feet too. What a finish we're all having here.
He never celebrated, didn't even raise his bat once.
What an ovation. He's in the zone. He's 100 not out. Hazelwood comes in, bowls to him, and that's way over deep square leg. That's 6. A full toss, shoveled away with lots of bottom hand. Well, 27 needed 27 needed.
He can't do anything wrong, can he?
Oh,
Well, the pressure's been relaxed, hasn't it? So he just has to go out there and play. You think that last over, throw to the wrong end, could have been all over, but really firing up out there. One ball.
27 more to win and to reach the highest score England have ever made to win a test match. 332 for 9. Ben Stokes now on 106. Hazelwood comes in, bowls to him. He's hit it away over to deep mid-wicket again. There are 2 men down there. It's 6. It's 6. Straight into the Western Terrace where they are going utterly mad. Look at all those missiles, projectiles being thrown in the air. Plastic beer glasses, I would say. All sorts of stuff that's being chucked upwards into the air. And now Tim Payne, look at him, he's come down to speak to his bowler. 21 to win. Ben Stokes is just playing a most outrageous innings here. You have to say Hazelwood's rather lost the plot. That was a length.
That's harsh. That's harsh, Haggers. You've got a guy who's got no fear, no pressure. He's hitting it well enough to get it over the rope. So one miss hit here.
We're in one-day mode here. 3:38 for 9. 21
Not sure it's
needed.
one-day mode even.
Hazelwood on the way. Bowls to Stokes. Pushes that away. He'll want 2 if he can. Is he going to come back for 2? He is coming back for 2. And the fielder there is flat on his tummy. It's Lyon who's helped to his feet.
That's what he played the sweep like he did in the World Cup to the Yorker of Boltwood, hit into the stand. At back of a length ball 6, and then he's still calm enough to not go again. Just bat on ball, everyone's out, he gets an easy 2. I mean, it's unbelievably clear thinking. You talk about performing under pressure, pressure moments, mental toughness, whatever you want to call it. This kid's got it.
19 to win. Stokes on 114. And in comes Hazelwood again. Listen to the crowd, they're silent. Hazelwood bowls and Stokes again pushes into the same place. This time it will be 1. And that leaves Leach with 1 delivery, with 18 more required by England to win this match. 3:41 for 9. Leach hasn't scored a run yet. And these 2 have put on 55.
Watch Ben Stokes now at the non-strikers end, daggers. His head's down. I don't think he even watches the ball. I don't think he watches what Jack Leach does. Come on, Jack.
Oh. Well, we've had the World Cup final. And now this. And Stokes central to both. And the noise out there just as deafening as it was at Lord's. And Jack Leach pulls on his gloves.
What a game.
We've got 2 number 11s sitting alongside you here, Cookie. And we know exactly how poor old Jack feels, but he's got an incredible man at the other end, but you don't want to let him down. That's the thing. You just want to survive the ball and give it back to him.
We've got 2 number 11s, maybe like Jack Leach, but we haven't got the other person at the other end.
You don't think you could do this, Cookie? just swing.
No, only on Brian Lara's cricket with the cheat mode on.
Just clear that front leg, mate.
Can Leach survive? Hazelwood's on his way. His short leg is crouching there. He bowls to Leach, just down the leg side. Almost took that leg stump, but it misses it. Payne collects, and Stokes is on strike with 18 more runs required by England to keep the Ashes alive. And it looks to me as if there's a very big call being made here.
Nathan Lyon.
3 hits. 3 hits off Nathan Lyon.
Well, they rope it off that much these days. This ground's too small for Ben Stokes.
Are you surprised by this?
Gutsy.
It is seriously gutsy.
Welcome to our 5 Live listeners who've just joined us. What a time to come to Headingley, where England now need 18 more to win. The game was over half an hour ago when Stuart Broad was out LBW, but Ben Stokes is playing, I was going to say the innings of a lifetime, but well, it may well prove to be, but we've already seen one of those this year in the World Cup final. He's 115 not out. He's with the number 11, the last man, Jack Leach, who has got 0. but these two have put on 55. Ben Stokes has been hitting sixes and fours, an amazing reverse sweep for six into the west stand, and the people in there, and in fact all round Headingley, are going ballistic. It's an amazing atmosphere. It has been from the very start of the day. And Stokes is over his bat. A gamble here by the Australian captain. He's brought the off-spinner Lyon on, who goes in and bowls to Stokes, who goes to the reverse sweep. Payne's appealing. He thinks he's got him. Nothing from slip. Nothing from the bowler. Oh. Well, I think Tim Payne, the captain there, was quite keen to...
He would have reviewed it. He would have reviewed it if it...
And listen to the crowd.
Just to fire the crowd up a little bit more.
Lyon again goes skipping in from round the wicket. He bowls to Ben Stokes, who goes for the edge. Is it? No, it's spun out of the footholes. It was caught by slip, but it spun out of the footholes as Stokes swung the bat at it. Oh, that just adds to the tension, doesn't it?
Oh, a little luck here for the Aussies would be nice, wouldn't it, Daggers?
I'm not going to comment on that. Lyon again bowls, and Stokes tries to fiddle that away. He's not going for the big shots. He's just going for the little fiddly ones here.
Well, it's closing in. Only 18 now. This game could have been over. Daggers. 3 hits.
I love it when Glenn McGrath's chirp. It's a sign of nerves, Cookie. It's a sign of nerves in the big man.
You're not nervous?
Yeah, just loving it. There's Lyon round the wicket, bowls, and Stokes goes on the back foot. No, they don't take the one. There's an easy single there to be had, but they don't take it. 2 balls to go. He's daring Payne to bring the field in to go for a big one. Payne again, round the wicket, moves in, bowls to Stokes, who goes back and clubs that away into the offside. They are going to take 1 run. So as we were, with Leach needing 1 ball to survive, there's 17 more runs needed by England to win. And Stokes is 116 not out. It's been an incredible explosion, really, for Andrew. Just put into context the sort of the 2 halves. If there are 2 halves, maybe there are 3/3, I don't know, but the 2 halves of this innings.
Yeah, he was 3 of 73 balls at one stage. Took another 79 balls to get to 50. And he's now faced another 56 balls to get from 50 to 116.
And this is the guy who bowled a 24 over spell, not uninterrupted up the hill, 30-degree heat yesterday.
He is an incredible cricketer. And he's down here at the non-striker's end. He's helpless, and that must feel awful as well. You've got the number 11 down there, the vultures around. There's 4 men catching, plus the keeper, as Lyon goes in to bowl the last ball and is pushed away by Leach. The ball trickles to mid-off. Leach survives. Stokes is on strike. There's 17 more to win. Ruth Otter's asking about a super over. No, I'm sorry, not going to get one of those. But it feels like every over is a super over at the moment. And who are they going to bring on?
When's tea, Eggers?
Tea is 40 minutes. Oh, Jack Leach is polishing his glasses.
Henry Moran's called him Alan from accounts.
Has he? He doesn't look like it, but he's putting his helmet on. Oh, well, I hope you can hear this and feel this atmosphere. It's really wonderful. And so many spectators here can't sit, they're standing up and watching. Some booing breaking out down there because an Australian has dared to go and field in front of the West Stand.
I think it's David Warner.
Is he out there?
Yeah, Pat Cummins on as well.
That's brave. Cummins on. 17 needed. Stokes on strike, the field completely scattered. Here's Cummins, fast bowler, is thrashed into the air. Catch it, they shout, 3rd man's coming in, drops it!
No.
Drops it! Not an easy chance.
Simon Jones moment in 2005, the same similar catch on it down at 3rd man.
Dropped it. Harris.
Did he drop it or not get?
Let's have a look. I think he got there. Oh, he got there. But it was a difficult chance. He's running at full tilt. Has he just dropped the ashes? A groan from Jim. 3:42 for 9. I love it. Here's Cummins again. He's bowling to Stokes, who waits and hits that hard into the leg side. There's 2 men out there. There's 4. Again, that could have been a really difficult chance. He was running at full tilt.
Is that another catch?
From here, it looked like it carried.
13 to win.
He can't do anything wrong, can he? Or can he?
Well, we've seen some games of cricket between us up here. Not seen a test match finish like this before. The highest ever total that England would score to win a test match ever. The umpire confirms that was 4, but only just. There was a fielder getting round there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men on the leg side boundary. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the offside boundary. Cummins on his way again from the far end. Bowls to Stokes. Hammers it past him, straight down the ground. It's a very short boundary down there, and the fielder dives. It's gone for 4.
Wow.
The noise tells us it's gone for 4. It's in the shadows. We can't see from here, but they know down there. An incredible shot. The 350 comes up. It's 9 to win. 9.
What a shot. On the back of a length ball. Laced it straight past the stumps.
Well, Stokes is taking a breather. Leach is coming down. I hope he's not offering too much in the way of advice. Apart from carry on Stokesy, I think probably is all he can offer. All these men on the boundary. Is he going to go big again? Is he going to take that risk? Or is he just going to play these little dinky ones? Now everyone is back.
How many balls
try and
left?
get 2. We've got how many balls in the over? 1 to go? 3 to go. 3 to go. Here's Cummins then. Runs in. Bowls to Stokes. And there he is. A little dinky one. Bleak slow setting off.
No.
That's not there. They've taken 1. And Stokes has his arm up. Is this Australia's opportunity now? With 2 balls to go. To bowl to Leach. Has got his helmet off again. He's mopping his brow.
He's cleaning his glasses.
He's cleaning his glasses again.
He's looked pretty solid though, hasn't he, Leach?
He has. Simon Rossum is 2 tenths of me. I've turned off. Send me an email when you know what happens. Okay. Coward. We've got to watch it. You've got to listen to it. What a finish. All of you out there sitting in your gardens. Barbecues going. What an afternoon. 351 for 9. With everything on this series, England have to win to keep the Ashes alive. And they need 8 more runs to do it. And to score the highest they've ever made batting last to win a test match.
You'd get silly pointing as well, wouldn't you? Get plenty around the bat.
What about a little tickle past third slip for 4? Is that getting greedy, Aggers?
I think I've got them all catching. I think this is Australia's moment.
Now, reverse psychology doesn't always work, Aggers. I know you too much.
Stewards appearing down there. Stokes is on his knees up at the far end. He's not watching. He's not looking. Now he looks up. Cummins on his way. Bowls. A bouncer. I think that's a waste.
Little short.
Leach has played that short ball so well.
Yeah, he's pushing him across. He's going to go leg stump Yorker. Convinced they're going to try and get him out the same way they got him out in the first innings. I guess it's got a bit of a trigger going across the off stump. Exposes his leg stump a little bit when the pace gets up a little bit. The Stokes body language.
This is a ball, Aggers. This is a ball.
Oh, I've sucked you in, have I?
No, this is a ball. Got a good feeling.
Oh, Glenn, don't do this. 351 for 9. Leach taps furiously at the ground. Bat now raised. Cummins on his way. Stokes not looking at all. And it is that leg side Yorker. You're absolutely right, Cookie. It hit him on the boot, though.
Just out.
Pitched outside the leg stump. The Aussies are talking about it. Are they going to review it? I mean, they might as well. It's been given not out. They are going to review it. But with absolutely no confidence whatsoever that this is actually out.
Original decision is not out. Can you show me?
This says a lot about how the Aussies are feeling.
Would you review it?
Yes. Let's have a look. Stokes is literally not looking at this delivery from the non-striker's end. He's looking straight at the ground. It's incredible.
It's nice and slow.
This has got a pitch outside leg stump.
I can see
the crowd know it. They're a knowledgeable lot up here. And Lyon is going to bowl. I mean, if this comes off, you've got to say hats off to Tim Payne. because this is a gamble now. He's got the off spinner bowling to Ben Stokes. There's confirmation of not out.
Well, you wouldn't go for the big shot. He's been pushing the twos nicely, hasn't he?
I think he's going big shot.
You're probably right.
I think he's going big shot.
What are you doing, Cookie?
If they had this field for me, I might be able to get a 1.
You're not looking to go straight down into the stand,
No, not
up on the roof.
Does he feel that he's got to do it this over?
No, I don't think he's got to do this over. I just think he's thinking the last 70 runs. He's played every attacking shot and he's played all. He's played the reverse sweep for 6. He's come down twice and hit line from the crease for 6 here. I think he's got to carry on the same way. If he gets 1 boundary, then what do Australia do?
Well, absolutely. Stokes is leaning on his bat. Lyon dries his hands. The off spinner to Ben Stokes on 125. Round the wicket he goes. Bowls to Stokes. It's short. Cracked off the back foot. He's saying no, I'm not taking a run. Oh, it's a bobble out there.
Could have come back for 2.
The fielder there, no apparent reason. The ball bobbled up and out of his hands.
Ben Stokes a little bit annoyed because it was a short ball. I know he hits it really cleanly and gets in the gap. He could have got a boundary there.
Lyon again. Off a few paces, goes round the wicket and bowls, and Stokes on the back foot again, chops that away, but he's not taking the run. Now, up, well, mid-on's thinking of coming up, but actually he was just trotting into position. 351 for 9, England need 8. They've got 1 wicket left.
It'd be interesting now if he blocks 2 balls, does then Payne bring the field in?
Exactly.
Does he?
Yeah. And if he does, the Stokes go for it. Lyon. Crowd falls silent. He bowls and Stokes inside that. It's 6 or out. It's 6! It's 6! I didn't think it hit that hard enough, I must be honest.
He didn't get it, but it still carries nicely.
2 to win.
It's your boundary ropes, Glenn. They're in those 10 yards.
In the old days, he's been out 10 overs ago.
It's Edgbaston 2005. Jim's trying to jinx me here.
Got to bring him in now.
Sit down, Jim. Sit down. It's 2 to win. Oh my! I really thought that was going to be caught. I must be honest. It sounded horrible off the bat.
Yeah.
I think Stokes thought it was too.
It should have been, but he got enough on it.
Now, what on earth do Australia do?
Got to bring him up.
2 to win.
Oh, this game's over.
And to score the highest number ever that England has done to win a test match. Stokes on 131. In goes Lyon. He bowls to him. He forces it off the back foot. The fielder does very well. Very well fielded there at point under pressure. Oh, it's Khawaja. Had to roll to his right. How many balls to go? Is it 1? 2 to go. 2 to go. 2 to go. 2 balls, 2 runs, 1 wicket. Can't have a tie, can we? In goes Lyon, bowls, reverse sweep, fielder, fields it, over to
No.
He's set off. Oh! Lyon's dropped it. Lyon's dropped it.
No.
He was run out by yards, and Lyon has dropped the ball.
No.
Leach survives. He's set off for that run. I don't know why. Stokes wasn't going anywhere. He should have been run out by 2 yards.
Wow.
And Leach dropped. Leach was well short, and Lyon dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. Oh, they're showing it on the screen.
Oh, wow. That's just spoiled it, hasn't it?
It's still 2 to win. It's the last ball of the over. What's Stokes going to do?
He's going to slog it.
In goes Lyon, bowls to him. He does slog it. Appeal leg before wicket. It's umpire Wilson. They're beseeching it. He's giving it not out.
No reviews.
Not out. No reviews. Umpire Wilson has said not out. From a sweep.
If that is out, with the way Wilson's had this.
What an over again, and what drama.
But still not over yet.
And Australia had their moment. They had their moment. This could be tied.
Is it going down?
Pitched outside leg, I reckon.
No, I don't think pitched outside. Just whether it might be sliding.
If that's hitting the stumps.
Lyon wanted that.
Why wouldn't you give that?
Lyon wanted
because
that.
England have reviews.
Well, that's a good point.
No, because then it's umpire's call.
Then it's out. That's a good point. Oh, dear. Right,
Oh.
OK. Jack Leach is going to face the start of an over.
Wow. Could it get any more exciting, Athers? God, I'm calling you Athers now.
Calm down,
I
Glenn.
got all excited,
I've
mate.
never seen you like this before. Jack Leach
Oh, no.
hitting leg, Midland leg.
Absolutely dead. He's given everyone out except that one. Wow.
That's out. And looking into the Australian dressing room there.
That is very poor. Anyway.
That should have been
But
out. LBW.
there's still a chance.
Well, that review that they burned off earlier, they burned off that one.
Yeah.
We said, should they do it? They did it.
yeah, but still.
They took a gamble. It was a bad decision.
It was a bad decision.
That's a horrible decision. Not even bad.
Right. Where are we? 2 needed.
Oh.
Leach on strike.
How many chances do the Aussies need?
Cummins bowling.
Oh.
The crowd going mad.
Yeah,
Fine legs coming up. Oh, a little nick and it's all over.
That's
Yeah.
brave. That is brave.
No third man.
No, back up, Stokesy. Surely, Stokesy, you're going to back up.
But he's not looking at the moment again. He's crouching. But I think he should back up. Well, mind you, if it goes out, it's runs. Cummins on the way. Bowls to Leach, a bouncer. Ducks underneath it.
Well,
Simon Jones is in the Euro tunnel. Waiting for the last bar of reception to go. I can't bear it. He says, we can't bear it either, Simon. Drive carefully. Everybody in their cars, gripping the steering wheels.
reminds me of the semi-final World Cup 99. Edgbaston missed a couple of chances, and then it ended on a tie. Do you reckon a tie's a fitting?
Well, that's what it probably is.
No.
Cummins, over the wicket, comes in, bowls to Leach, who steers that away around the corner. And there's 2 fielders there at beat 1. But that short, fine leg was up.
Good decision from Tim Payne. I was saying he probably should be back, but that's...
No.
2 to win. A wicket now. And Australia retain the Ashes. 1 run and out, it's a tie. 2 runs. Well, England win.
There's 4 balls. Australia's got 4 balls to win this game.
357 for 9. Stokes has come down for a conversation with his number 11. Jack Leach, he's taken his gloves off, he's cleaned his glasses, he's put them back on again. I have to say, well done to him. He's not out.
Gutsy.
Not out.
But
Very gutsy.
here we go.
357 for 9. Here's Cummins. Bowls, and it's short and very well played.
a one.
Stokes going for the run. Through they come. England can't lose.
Wow.
The Ashes are alive.
Wow. What do you do with the field now?
Well played, Jack Leach. He's off the mark. And he's going to give Stokes a little tap of the gloves. Stokes is on strike. England need 1 to win. They can't lose.
The last tie in a test match?
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Only been 2.
Well, there you go, Agus. I always said DRS will cost you. If you use it badly, you'll lose a test match. Use it well, you'll win it. And
Well,
it's cost them this match.
They gambled that one, didn't they?
They did, and it cost them the test match.
358 for 9. Stokes on strike. England need 1 to win. And in comes Pat Cummins from the far end. He bowls to Stokes, who hammers it for 4! And stands there with the bat raised. I can't believe we've seen that.
That is the most extraordinary innings ever been played by an Englishman.
He punches the air, his helmet's off. He was hit on that helmet this morning. Bits flew off all over the place. And he slumped to his knees. One Australian's there, it's Lyon, I think, who knew he could have run him out. He's got his hands on his knees. He's feeling dreadful. 1 or 2 teammates go and pat him on the back. That won't help him. And there's shaking of hands, there's hugs there, and that is a fantastic sight, by the way. In the absolute heat of Ashes battles, there are hugs and embraces from Australians to the England batsman. And a shake of hands to the umpire. Not sure if Nathan Lyon will shake Mr. Wilson's.
Well, that's an amazing innings from Stokes there. Anti-climax finish from an Australian perspective. I think the way that finish was poor, but Ben Stokes, absolutely incredible. Man of the match, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I just don't understand how he's played that innings. It's absolutely amazing. I don't think he can believe it. He's standing there, he's just taking it in. He's got his hands on his head, and he's just looking around the ground.
To do that after as well, the World Cup, how he played that, to even... You know, that innings happens once a lifetime. He's done 2 in 6 weeks.
He is an incredible cricketer. And he's showing his back all the way around the crowd, who are on their feet, obviously. And the Australians down there are on their feet. They'll remember this. And Australia will come back to fight another day. There's still 2 test matches left. And the Ashes are alive, but Tim Payne walks off, shaking Justin Langer's hand. Stuart Broad's out there. Jack Leach may not have never been hugged so often in his life. His glasses will be steamed up now, that's for sure. What an incredible day. And Ben Stokes is still out there. I think Johnny Bairstow's hugging him now. Well, you know, if you're Ben Stokes, you wouldn't want to walk off, would you? You wouldn't want to leave this. The whole crowd on their feet. He waves to them, they cheer back. More hugs from another player there with his cap on. Can't see who it is from here. That's a very weary Stokes. I said he was hit on the helmet. He was hit all over his body. He's bowled goodness knows how much in this match as well. And he's just played the innings of his life. And as Alistair Cook said, the greatest innings by an Englishman. Did you say that? Do you mean it?
I do. And just the circumstances in how do you get 70, what do they get, 60, 70 in the last record like that, the last wicket in the pressure?
What do they put on?
76.
Stokes is leaving the scene. He's walking over the rope. He's shaking hands still. And he takes one last look, one last wave. And he disappears from our view. Where's Jack? There he is. What a wonderful effort from him too. How amazing.
Wow, just showing the shot again. Probably Cummings, the only time he's been cut all game. And Stokes' release of emotion. I mean, wow.
Don't go anywhere. I'm going to go and interview, I suspect everything that moves down there. Glenn, do you want to come see umpire Wilson? Or
I might visit him tonight, I think. No. That's part of the game, isn't it? I guess it's... you just think if they didn't burn that review, could have been different, but they had their chances, missed run out, missed catches. But Ben Stokes has just played the innings of his life. Absolutely amazing. What a class cricketer, both with bat, ball, and in the field. Is there a better all-rounder in world cricket at the moment?
No.